to another interesting episode on Truth and Tenets. My name is Grace Mfonjon. Today we are on the street to seek people's opinion on the topic, should campaign be run in the church? What do you think about pastors promoting political campaign in the church? Do you think it is okay for them to do that? Let's know what you think in the comment section while we head to the streets. Do you think it's okay for pastors to promote political campaign in the church? What is your take about this, sir?
In my opinion, I don't think there's anything bad in it. It should even be an avenue to reach out to the larger congregation, because you know how church is, you know how we see church. Morality should even be promoted in church. So if the youth that will be going out to be thinking of snatching ballot boxes are in the church, and pastors are able to talk to them, discourage them from such activities, because the youth look up to the pastors as their, some of them look up to the pastors as their role model. So if such role models come out to talk to their kids, the larger congregation as their children right now, I think it's going to go a long way in instilling peace in the country.
Okay, thank you very much. So if I get you right, in your own opinion, you promote political campaign in the church?
First, it's not in a negative way. Understand? If you can do it in a positive way, it's all right. It's all good.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
I think it's not right, seriously, because I feel when you start doing political campaigns in church, it will look like, okay, this church is APC or this church is PDP. Now, if I'm an APC person and I go to a church and the person is saying, okay, you have to vote for this person which is PDP, I will not want to stay in the church because I'm an APC person. So why should I be in a church where they are preaching about PDP? So I think it will cause a lot of commotion for the pastor or the church itself. Pastors might say, okay, God said I should tell my members that this is the person he has chosen. But I feel anything that has to do with church should be like preaching the gospel. So you should preach the gospel and leave politics for politicians.
Religion plays a major role in shaping the public opinion of the masses. Take for instance, religious leaders have followers, and these followers respect their various religious leaders. So it is very important that these leaders use their position, which is the church, to promote political consciousness among citizens. Because if they are not able to do that, if the nation is void of bad leaders, then somehow they are to blame because they didn't sanitize the people or give them political orientation.
Okay, well, that's nice. So in your opinion, you said campaign should be run in the church. Pastors should promote campaign, or they should tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for?
They shouldn't tell people who to vote, but give them political sensitization. I mean, when you give people political orientation, you're not promoting a candidate, but you can, okay, take for instance now, elections are coming up. Ensure to get your voters card so you'll be able to select credible leaders. I'm not saying that vote for this candidate. No, you're like trying to bring politics into the church. But I believe that when you give them political awareness, that is very, very understanding.
Okay, thank you very much.
If you want to make your campaign, you should do it in your streets, on the road, but no, I don't think it's right in the church.
Okay. Do you think it's okay for pastors to promote political campaign in the church?
Okay, I honestly don't think it's the place of pastors to promote candidates who are intending to run for political positions. I believe that the Church of God is a place where people are built, people are instructed based on God's word, and although pastors have a calling to guide their members to vote who is right, to vote people who have the promise to deliver, but I don't think that they should unpick people and then make them the messiahs, quote and unquote. They can instruct members on how to identify people who are promising, people who will deliver on what they claim that they want to do, but not exactly tell them that this person is fit for the office and so should be voted for.
When I think about the church is supposed to be a stand for leadership, which is a very normal thing. So we are supposed to be directed from our church leaders, but because what we face right now in Nigeria is everybody for their pocket, everybody for what they're going to gain. So it depends on the motive.
Okay, so you're saying that the church should promote political campaign. Then if there is a member of the church that is contesting for any political position, the pastor should promote the person to come out of the church and say, okay, vote for me for this particular position and all.
That's people trying to take advantage of the situation, which I am against. It doesn't have to be my church member. Trace how much the person has been in leadership, what else the person has achieved in leadership before you push it out. But if it's for the church's personal gain or the pastor's personal gain, oh, my church, there's a president or vice president or senator from my church and all that, not because of what the people suffer or the need that needs to be answered. The church should stand at the point of leadership. That's what I explained. So whoever they are going to promote should make sure that he or she is qualified. But once the person has lack of character, we know he's taking advantage of the people in the church or a religious body, then say no for me.
If pastor did not tell his member or sensitize his members about the forthcoming election, how are we going to vote a right person? So it is better that we sensitize, as in the pastors sensitize the church about the people to vote for, and apart from that, and to seek the face of God. You know, I believe that by the special grace of God, things will be all right. Just because many people are looking for money, actually, we understand that, but we can't say because of that the right thing should not be done. It is better.
Okay, sir, you said the pastors should sensitize the people about who to vote for. So you're saying pastors should say, vote for this person and don't vote for this person. Is that it?
No. You know, there is no how pastor can know your right choice. You understand? But it will, I think, in the right sense, is to let them know that they should vote for their choices and make sure that everything there should be no violence, kind of from any area that will affect the member of the church. Because you know, church is not a home of politics. You understand? But nevertheless, pastor need to sensitize his members.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Actually, I believe that anything that has to do with religion and politics shouldn't go together, because as Christians, we are ought to remain neutral. So when you go ahead campaigning for someone whom you know obviously is not going to do whatever it is he has talked about, I think you are actually partaking in the lies and deceiving your members and all that. So I don't think it's something that should work together.
We've come to the end of today's episode on Truth and Tenets. We met a lot of people who have different opinion about should campaign be run in the church, should pastors promote political campaign in the church. A whole lot of people kicked against it, and a whole lot of people said, okay, fine, it's okay for the church or pastor to promote political campaign in the church. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platform, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at Truth and Tenets. I remain Grace Mfonjon. Bye.